Welcome back, and it's time for some NVIDIA news. Now, NVIDIA's upcoming RTX 3060 Ti was confirmed recently, with its full specifications getting leaked, as well as, well, it looks like we're going to have a launch date to go along with it. And according to mydrivers.com, via video cards of course, the GA104 based RTX 3060 Ti is going to be launching on November 17th. We also have heard from the same sources, more specifically this being the embargo lift date, well, are therefore not tapping this as a rumor. Although Jensen can and probably will move the date around a bit just to mess with the leak scene, which is most likely, wouldn't be surprising. And according to the leak, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti will feature a GA104-200 GPU with 4,864 CUDA cores and 8 GB of GDDR6 memory, clocked at 14 gigabits per second. The bus width will be 256-bit for a total bandwidth of 448 GB per second of bandwidth. And since this board will require less power, the TDP should be around 200 watts, with the reference design clocking in at around 180 watts. Now this is a 5 watt increase over the RTX 2070 at 175 watts, but in line with how to expect things coming from the Samsung node to fare in terms of power efficiency when compared to TSMC's nodes. Now keep in mind that the reason NVIDIA's RTX 3090 and RTX 3080 cards are not scaling linearly in performance could very well be to bottlenecking by the game engines and binaries that are not designed to handle that large amount of cores. We know that the hardware and driver stack scales linearly because of the benchmarks performance of these cards in software like V-Ray and Octane, which are designed to handle a huge amount of graphics power. This means that as you scale down cores, performance will not scale down linearly. In fact, we fully expect the RTX 3060 Ti to beat the RTX 2080 clock for clock. Assuming less clocks than the RTX 2080 Ti, it should easily trade blows with the former flagship, or at least come very close to it. Now, the RTX 3060 Ti series of cards has been in the pipeline for a long time, and Video Cards has finally received the confirmation of the same. Now, AMD recently launched its Big Navi series on October 28th, and that could be one reason why NVIDIA has decided to launch the Ti variant first for the 3060. With the 3080 and 3090 cards still out of stock, gamers are clearly hungry to get their hands on next-generation GPUs. Oh, and if you're wondering what is happening over at NVIDIA, well, we've got some juicy details for you. See, the yields of the initial batches of the Samsung 8nm node were lower than expected and quite expensive. The company expects the yields and therefore prices per wafer to significantly improve in the coming months. To protect its shareholders, the company has been cautious about its orders in the first few batches and has placed significantly higher volume orders for later batches. This problem was further exacerbated by bots scraping up the entire volume from the get-go. Now, we expect the bulk orders to start hitting before the holiday season, assuming once again that miners don't gobble them all up, of course. While it doesn't do much for folks today, it does give them something to chew on while we wait for the official street launch date of the Radeon RX 6000 series later this month. And for more on this and other news, follow the link in the description and make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so that we don't miss you in the next one.